2018 GSL Season 3. This is Rockshear.
We're back with the GSL Codas. It has just 2 players remaining in Group F, and one of them is going to be eliminated. Now, TY, we all thought was going to get out first, right? Of course, it's TY. He did not. He got owned by Trap 2-0 with his same build twice. Then we have Bunny, who showed up late to the GSL. He was 2 minutes away from getting DQ'd. Dairy Queen. And he managed to get here on time. He got his setup. Barely beats RagnaroK just now. He's had a bumpy road ahead of him. And now he's against one of the greatest Terran players of all time.
Yeah, and TY might be the best TVT player in the world.
TY, one of the 4 horsemen, as far as I could tell. Bunny is a squire.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's very
He's
true.
He feeds the horses, the horsemen's horses.
He carries TY's keyboard bag.
That's right.
I mean, let's see. But TY, I basically would put money on against any Terran in the world, so. Okay, Bunny, you better show some let's see some speed here, Bunny.
After that exhausting series from Bunny, it's all going to come down to this against TY. Let's go.
Match 1. Fight. Titan EX1. Bunny. Splice. TY.
The builds look similar so far. Gas is right away into barracks. But there are so many ways that TVT can go.
Yeah, there really are. A lot of different plays that we can see. Just have to wait to taste this. It's been a good week. It's going to be a very good week, don't forget. We have this weekend, both days, GSL Codas. We're going to finish up the round of 32 this week. And of course, the group selection next week, so you can check that out. And then GSL vs. World the week after that.
We're also casting tomorrow and the next day for the new startup of the KSL.
That's right.
Be sure to watch that. It's on the Twitch StarCraft channel. So we're just busy bees.
Yes, very busy indeed. A couple worker bees over here.
Flying around collecting esports honey.
Was the queen bee, but he's actually just another worker bee, just like everyone else.
I wish I was the queen bee, though.
Yeah.
And both players throw a CC down.
That'd be cool. If you were the queen bee, though, that means you birthed me.
I did. And
he's my bee brother from another bee mother, man. Oh my god. Yeah, so mirrored builds. You see a little bit of differences in their style here. TY playing a little bit more defensively, whereas Bunny is scouting for proxies. Not too surprised.
Guys, there's nothing to say. They're doing the exact same thing. Sorry. We're still waiting for the fork in the road.
Yeah.
Look at how he's microing that Reaper.
You see the SCV with it as well.
Yeah.
That's if a Reaper comes, then he will kill the Reaper because he has the SCV with it.
That's right. The attacking SCV will soak up the first Reaper shot and then be microed away. But he's not doing that, so maybe Bunny's ahead somehow. His SCV is mining, Artie.
Well, already he's up 1 army supply. Cyclone coming out for TY right now with that reactor.
And
2
it's
Hellions on the other side.
Yeah, 2 Hellions over here for Bunny.
So, I mean, TY is going to have a more powerful unit. So that's nice, I guess. All right, now the Cyclone production truly begins.
Again, with similar builds like this, sometimes it just comes down to angling and control. And, of course, what you do with those units. But there's still a lot of room for deviation, but... Oh, wow. Look
Bunny
at that.
with the second fact.
Yeah. In an odd location as well.
Yeah. A little bit different.
Okay, he's going to have to back out here. Will not suffer any losses. 1 Reaper from TY does come inside the main.
Yeah.
Get confirmation of what's going on. I don't believe he saw that second factory up there. No, he did not.
Oh, wow. Good call there. I actually thought he might have seen that. TY going into bio play. Last time that we saw TY go bio, he did do well against Mech. So you gotta watch out though. We saw Bunny actually show some really good Mech play against Zerg.
This comes in here, gets a decent amount of scouting off. Not a bad idea to try to scout that Reaper. It doesn't have a lot of utility in long games, so.
And he saw that he's playing against bio, so that's like a really big consideration there.
You don't need to see those extra barracks, just the fact that the stim is being upgraded there.
Yeah.
Now Bunny's edging out here. Looks like he wants to try to poke in. There is a bunker.
Yeah, so he's not going to be able to do anything there. Well defended by TY. Bunny going into Blue Flame and a third base. Okay. When will that third CC come down for TY? Later it is. It gets a little bit nerve-wracking.
I'm chewing my fingernails off right now.
Yeah, if he's just sitting there, suddenly you put yourself in a situation where you have to get damage done.
Stim is getting close to about, I guess, a little bit over halfway done. We've now gotten the 2 major forks here. So Blue Flame is coming. We're having more and more mech units increment out. Right now, a lot of momentum here with these infantry units. Bunny, though, for the time being, does have map control with those Hellions. Now, TY's not really moving out with much. I guess he is going to get this one Marine killed off. That's there to basically scout. You want to try to see if you can't send a Marine out to try to spot. Of course, the Cyclones can drive back those Hellions. You want to watch and see, okay, when and if and when they take a third base. And then you want to come up with a plan. Okay, do I want to try to attack in there and push, or maybe drop or fake a drop? In this case, it looks like it's going to be a drop headed towards the main.
Yeah, and with the number of Cyclones, plus the fact that there are Blue Flame Hellions out, I don't expect this to do too much, unless he finds Bunny out of position. A lot of Hellions moving on the map, so that's the beginning of out of position. Let's have your units across the map.
Got spotted. That's annoying. Does not want to lose that. Excuse me, why can't I think of this? The barracks, because you need that to make more factories. It looks like that should have gotten away. Cyclone's coming up and poking over here. Now he's itching to try to drop in the main. TY as there is probably the necessary forces to try to hold this. But again, that third base is taking damage. The Stim comes forward, driving those Hellions away. Now the CC is going to be isolated.
Oh my god, he's going to be able to kill it.
Oh man, this is bad for Bunny. There's no way to save this.
That's a big pick off right there. TY makes it look so easy.
Oh, wow, he did get some good shots off there. But oddly enough, there's enough where he can actually pick up. I guess he misses one of those Cyclones, but he does pick up the rest. But that sucks. I mean, you could have had more factories or just anything else had you not made the CC. But of course, you make that CC so that you'll have more factories and everything else later on. But to lose that command center like that hurts. Whereas you could see TY made a much later CC. He's got 5 barracks up.
Yeah.
Starport and factory, and a decent amount of his army still remaining heading southbound back home.
Yeah, his production is really rolling, and the fact that now he's going to have a bigger economy as well, I mean, it's just really good for TY. He'll certainly keep the pressure on now. So Bunny basically has to re-get up his expansion and defend everything perfectly now. And that can be hard with mech. You know, you need to kind of hit a critical mass to be able to fight off the bio player. I would say 65 army supply is not really that critical mass, especially when you need to fit in a command center as well.
I think TY sits and waits now. He wants to try to watch the movement. Oh, wow, and it looks like Bunny might try to just push out. Now, when you push out like this, you got to be careful. You know, tanks, they want to siege up, and of course, when they do siege up, you can just run away. Blue Flame's going to help against the infantry, but already siege mode up here by TY. And look, he says, I don't need to fight this yet. Combat shields is done, by the way. Liberator zone set up here. He's going to be losing SCVs throughout this fight. A Hellbat drop over here by the tanks and the Marines. Bunny is beginning to tear through. Did TY get a little bit too cocky? This army is barreling southward.
Well, right now his Liberator's doing some good countering here, but definitely that Hellbat drop on his Marines doing a fantastic job. It looks like his third base going to be forced back, maybe even killed.
He has to ditch it.
Yeah, he's going to knock down these rocks. I don't know if he has enough anti-air to actually kill that off.
Not using those Cyclones right now to hit that. Yeah, I think this actually will get away, Artosis. That's pretty important. Remember, Bunny lost his command center earlier.
That could have been a good snipe. I'm not 100% sure he would have gotten it all the way because it was evacuated quite quickly, but TY continuing to harass with this Liberator.
14 SCVs are down. This makes the worker count 34 for Bunny to 47 for TY. TY still with an additional command center that can be used later on.
And look at this. TY continually scanning the army. Needs to see when it's moving. He's coming in with the flame.
He's going to medevac boost right on top of this.
Okay,
here we go.
See. There's a lot of Marauders in here this time. He needs to pull those Marines back especially. The Marines just take so much damage. The flank, though, is real here. Marauders coming up with some Marines from the back. Hellbat's trying to take out a tank on the high ground.
The tanks are in decent position. One of the tanks is trying to be shot down. He takes it out. But is there too many Hellbats? Is there enough to actually try to hang on against this much damage on the low ground here? Oh my God, it's going to be a massacre over here.
Yeah, the siege tank actually rallies down, so it does not get to siege in good position. And GG is called. TY losing game 1 here against Bunny. Well done by Bunny. He hides the fact he's going mech for quite some time there. And TY even gets the command center, but maybe you're right. Maybe TY got a little overconfident. He got that third base. He wasn't really out on the map. The only thing he had pressuring was that one Liberator.
Unbelievable. Bunny wins game 1, but it's not done yet. Crazy day Bunny's had. He was late. He was almost disqualified. TY, what is he even doing here? He's supposed to be out of this group already. You're supposed to be trapped. But times are a-changing, and look at TY. He looks a little bit concerned.
I don't know if I agree. He
looks worried in that photo. He's trying to look serious. He's like, no, I'm just loosening my tie, but he's concerned.
Oh, no.
And look over there.
Can he bring it back here on Acid Plant? Looks like Catalyst was even his choice.
Wow. Lost and found is the last map. Acid Plant is going to be here for game number 2. Acid Plant, huh? Let's see what happens. Our game's ready. Bunny versus TY. Bunny with a 1-0 lead.
Match 2, fight! Titan EX1, Bunny.
Big victory for him there. Barely edging out RagnaroK. Almost lost 0-2 there and then bashed him game 3. Now up a game on TY.
Splice, TY.
Here's a question.
What's up?
Now, TY is absolutely one of the most fearsome pro gamers.
Damn right. Yeah.
But all the top pro gamers are kind of friends, too.
Yeah.
Do you think the other guys in round of 16 are A, rooting for their friend TY to advance, or B, rooting for Bunny because they know he's easier to kill than TY in the round of 16?
I would imagine they're rooting for Bunny.
Yeah.
Privately while they watch at home on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. In person, they're like, wow, man, that's too bad, dude.
Yeah.
You deserve to win, man. Oh.
Yeah.
He like hands him a beer. He's like, sucks, bro.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Maru's just kind of smiling big to himself. He's like, here we go, GSL.
Maru's smiling so
3.
hard, he looks like the Joker.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
His face is about to split.
That's right. How'd I get these scars?
Let me tell you, Bunny eliminated TY.
I'm an agent of chaos. So, what does TY really want to do differently here? I feel like TY actually was out on the map a little bit too soon. A lot of that came down to those Hellbat drops. He just roasted that army.
Yeah. Well, I guess he had that smaller group of units out forward on the map. Now that you're saying that, like, I forgot about that for a moment. But yeah, when he dropped the Hellbats on top of it. The thing is, that's like a big part of the strategy. There's a few different ways you can play with bio against mech, right? You can either go like, no one really goes pure bio anymore. For a while, way back in the day, that was something people tried. They were just all over the place, constant harassing, trying to find holes. Nowadays, you'll see a little bit more like bio and tank, and try to utilize the siege tanks and their strong defensive advantage, so the mech player can't push on you right away, and then your mobility. But then sometimes you see people go into a lot of like Vikings, for instance, right?
Right.
It'll keep those medevacs off from dropping on your bio, and if you get that Viking advantage as the bio player, you can go into Liberators and then kind of counter the mech army pretty strongly from the air, and then still have some, some good mobility with your bio force. But yeah, that game, TY, he was, I guess he had a couple little forces out that Bunny just eliminated very efficiently and continued the push.
Well, again, so far the builds have been somewhat similar. We have a second factory coming here for Bunny.
There's a third command for TY.
Another CC here. Now, obviously, TY needs to be even more turtled this time around. But are there openings where a mech player, because with the Cyclone, it's made mech a lot more interesting. Before then, mech was kind of like I can make spine crawlers in my base kind of kind of play, right? Like you can move them around, you're not going to attack out early at all.
Yeah.
But is there an opening here where Bunny could try to come in and start taking some pot shots? We also don't know when exactly Bunny's going to take his third base because it's Bunny. Bunny does like to power. He does like to do a lot of timings. Hell, he did it in Game 2 and it worked.
Yeah, and he's kind of doing the same type of build, right? Where he's hiding that second factory and making Hellion Cyclone at the moment. Now, TY just added 2 gases, so he's going to go Mech 2, but with faster 3 command. So that might be good for him, as long as he doesn't lose to anything right away, because Bunny does have that quicker factory. And
yeah, if you go 3 command center into Mech, your Mech is there's definitely a window where you're pretty vulnerable.
Yeah.
But we don't know that Bunny's going to try anything. We actually kind of do. It's Bunny.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
Bunny's definitely going to try
And just the way his
something.
build order is coming out here.
Pretty decent scout.
Oh my god, he sees everything.
Yeah, that's a big scout. That's a big scan right there, so very well done. And he's been making a lot of Hellions, and he's getting Blue Flame despite seeing the mech.
Oh, wow. Bunny's coming out. What are these doing out here? One of the Cyclones does go down, so does the second. Oh, man, this is bad.
This is tough to even repair because of those Hellions that are out here.
Oh my gosh, I guess he knows that math exactly. What am I seeing here? Why was he...
Well, what you're seeing is TY thought he had Bunny, and then Bunny thought he had TY. But TY actually had Bunny that time.
Nicely done by TY. Got a little bit scary seeing those Cyclones out.
Yeah.
Exposed like that.
And now it's like Cyclones against mostly Hellions over on Bunny's side, so... That's looking a bit better for TY, no doubt. Bunny going into a siege tank now, so that kind of signals the next phase of this game. Bunny has decided to play a much more turtley next few minutes by going into siege tank play. But his third command center is way later. So I think no matter how you look at this right now, TY's got a nice advantage. Good zoning with the Cyclones.
Yeah, very nicely done. Tank coming out here for TY. 2 Vikings as well. Now, Bunny does have his third up here. Seems like kind of getting to around the same place here. Although Bunny is a little bit later, since he couldn't get as many SCV's workers out as quickly as TY did.
Where is TY's additional factories? He's getting... okay, there's his armories. But he's only got 2 factories right now. And I guess he's making a lot of Vikings, so he wants to control that air.
I think he doesn't want to get dropped.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, because with the Vikings out, you at least... All you have to do then is hold off a push. Now, holding off a push, I mean, there's 2 different locations you can be hit, in between the third and the second, or just above or below the third, depending on which player you're talking about in this map. But getting those 2 armories here definitely tells us that TY wants to have a stronger late game. Now, Bunny is the guy we most think of in TVT as having the best mid game. He wants to try to get in a fight. So how's this going to pan out? I think some of it will depend on the placement of the tanks, where Bunny opts to attack if he does indeed attack, because otherwise Bunny's going to need to get 2 armories, and already those 2 armories finish.
Well, Bunny had the quicker 1 armory, but it just feels like he's quite behind, because the air control is super important in TVT. Like, these Liberators that TY is making, if they're in a defensive stance, you simply cannot attack.
Yeah, not just that, but you can use those Vikings to try to spot for the tanks, and a lot of time tank versus tank is crucial.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to fight this fight, TY. Don't do it, man.
No. Well, forces him back. Bunny keeping some semblance of control of his side of the map.
Good catch there by TY, driving some of those Hellions away. Actually drive them into the other Hellions.
Like that he flanks with red flame Hellions and then loses them.
He's like, oh, these are bad. My bad. He should actually try to get that that barracks up there.
Double Liberator coming in for harassment right now. TY adding his 4th command center.
All right, clipping away at these SCVs. And
Very
you can see
annoying.
TY staying on the outside. He's trying to see if he can't get in there and do some damage. Now, there's a 4th CC coming down on both sides. It looks like TY is not going to be contested. Bunnies is still over there, but could get hit as well. And these Liberators are doing a great job. I mean, even if they're not getting a lot of SCVs, we already have 5 down here. He's definitely slowing down mining. We've seen SCVs pulled all over the place.
Yeah. And look at it, that one even trades with a Cyclone after killing some SCVs, so definitely worthwhile engagements.
Well, look at that. One Cyclone stuck behind the other.
Look at that. Trades with another Cyclone. I mean, this is good stuff by TY.
I think Bunny's itching to come out.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, okay, so he actually cancels that base. It feels like he's kind of going all in here.
I think
you normally don't see people drop Hellbats on other mech, but here we go.
Okay, now these Vikings are out. They're targeting down that first medevac. It takes out the first medevac before the Hellbat dump can actually happen. Some of those Hellbats, though, still on top in the front. Siege tanks here for Bunny, sieging up and firing down.
Hey, he's kind of breaking through. More Vikings coming out, though, and as that huge amount of units and the medevacs all go away, these siege tanks that TY has defensively are really going to pay off.
There it is. 1-1's done here for TY, and it looks like Bunny's going to turn around. Now, this is 4 base to 3 base. He might have stopped for now, but I think Bunny has to actually attack back in here. Just find a spot where he can actually win a fight.
Well, right now he's just making mass Cyclones and a few Vikings to go with the siege tanks that he already has. And TY's adding 2 command centers, so he clearly thinks he's going to be able to do this. Look, oh my god. He brings in his Liberators. And that, like, you can't attack through the Liberators if you don't have the air control.
I think we might be going to game 3 here, folks.
Yeah.
Nicely done. What does Bunny do now? I mean, he's behind in every metric he could have.
Yeah, he's adding 2 starports, so, like, the amount he's all in is pretty insane at this point. It's going to be hard for TY to end up losing because he's just kind of producing right now. He's got way more bases going on. He's got the double armory. Yeah, Bunny started +1 armor, but
so what?
I guess his last-ditch effort here is to gain control of the skies.
The problem is that he's trying and he's trying, but he's getting farther and farther behind, you know? Hellions come in here now. This base is basically exposed because Bunny is so committed to trying to get inside TY's perimeter.
Yeah.
TY, I think, very smartly has a sensor tower up here. It's really hard to get in anywhere over here.
Yeah.
Oh, and the second sensor tower completes over there for TY at the 12 o'clock spot. So, I mean, he just knows. This guy's got the whole map CCTV'd, Artosis.
He really does. He doesn't even have to notify Bunny. Well, I guess he does, actually. He has those rings. But,
it's a police state over here on TY's side of the map.
I think the only thing left here is just watching Viking counts.
Sure.
Because Bunny is trying to get more Vikings. I don't think he has it right now. But if he does get it, then suddenly, you know, he might be able to just wreck the air. He does have those Cyclones doing some significant anti-air damage now, too.
Okay, Blue Flame just now finishes, which means these SCVs are going to be taking a lot more damage. The Hellions are cleaned up, but 7 more SCV kills. TY is almost at 90 workers, guys. Bunny's at 55. TY expands more and more as Bunny is scrambling to get that 4th base set up.
Yeah.
And as TY hits his max out point, it's only logical that he'll start a push. We've been talking about that Viking count and how important that is.
It's 9-9 right now. There's 8 Cyclones out. Those do add air damage. So Bunny has a chance to win an air battle here, but 9 siege tanks on the other side.
Problem is Bunny has well, I should say TY has so many ways to close us out. Bunny has basically won.
He's finally taking his 4th base now. Immediately, of course, the Liberator comes up to ruin his day.
Yep, he's just taking this out. Bunny just trying to catch up. TY is actually maxed out now and is starting to bank a lot of minerals and a lot of gas.
I really like the Thors that TY's adding in, by the way. When it becomes an air battle, Thors definitely can't complicate things. Have a big clump of Vikings in there, and the Thors hit him with a splash. Well, that's a lot of damage. Oh, take 1,000 damage. How's that?
Okay. TY is going to start the push now. He's heading out to the middle. He might actually try to just just come in here and take over this base that we see right now.
There's no siege tanks to stop it.
Yeah, I mean, he can keep leapfrogging this. Siege tanks here, Vikings. Bunny has to respect this. I think he's got a lift, but even then, I don't know. I mean, the Vikings can kill the command center as well. I think he just loses this.
And look at the Thor just stand at the front. He's like, yeah, bring it. Come on. Let's do this.
Let's go, bro.
Look at that. The Thor kind of kiting it back. Okay, he's got those Liberators set up, so this is where we get to see who wins that air battle. More Thors coming up.
Yeah, these Thors are very important.
Yeah, the Thors, as they say, are operational. And then TY will win that air battle.
Yeah, and I think that might be checkmate here for Bunny.
Yeah.
The Vikings can now push back in. We have a counterattack coming over here. Bunny needs to make do with what he has. Now, is TY neglecting that location in the center left? I'm not entirely sure. We don't have a screenshot of it just yet.
Look at this.
Now, he's actually kind of okay.
91 SCVs. TY never one to shy away from making more workers.
So Bunny has to back off. Gets worse, guys.
Does it?
I think it does.
So Bunny's remaking Vikings now and adding siege tanks. I mean,
Bunny's been at 150 supply for a long time, man.
Yeah. I think that TY can move out again at this point too, right?
I think what's happening here is TY is playing a really cautious game because he knows that he needs to get to the round of 16. He doesn't want to do anything crazy. He's just like, okay,
I think that's why he went
better
back
than you
as well.
Yeah, I am better than you. I'm just going to play a safe game, and that's that.
Well, he's moving out now. Definitely has a big advantage. They have the same army supply, so that should be noted. Gives Bunny some chance here.
Okay. This attack is pretty huge. A lot of Thors here.
Yeah.
Looks like the Vikings are slowly beginning to get thinned out. I do believe Bunny actually has more, though. You know, if you really want to optimize siege tank shots, have your opponent's army in this little ditch down here where Splash is supreme. Now, that being said, even though Bunny kind of held his own in that fight, TY's at 152 and Bunny's at 85.
Yeah, and that's a lot of that is SCVs. There's a almost 50 SCV advantage here for TY. He continually is building command centers as well. So while Bunny holds and won that air battle, and that gives him a little bit of an advantage in the next air battle as well. His SCV count is not really high enough to continue production like TY's is.
Kind of surprised TY hasn't closed this out, but I think it is an inevitability. Ooh. Oh, beautifully done. Here come the Thors now, edging forward, and they're going to start hitting these tanks.
I think that's just about that. Over twice the supply for TY.
Wow. Okay, GG, it's tied up 1-1. That brings us to our last game.
Who will advance? A Terran player going into the round of 16 here. Will it be TY? The big favorite. Can Bunny maybe make that upset? I mean, he already took map 1.
Look, man, if you're Bunny at this point in time, you got to just do what you know.
Yeah.
You got to win no matter what. And you have to do it in the mid-game or the early game. Do not go against TY. This guy is too good at making stuff. He's too good at expanding. He's got the upgrades. Wow, look at Bunny. It's tense, man.
Yeah. Well, he knows he's one map away. Like, this is a dream scenario, right?
This is the last season of the GSL this year.
That's true. Only super tournament left that's hard to even qualify for.
Yeah, and Bunny is in the lower tier of the best here in Korea.
Yeah.
This may be the end of him for this year if he doesn't really deliver. It's going to be on Lost and Found.
You're right. That's actually kind of dark what you said here. This could be the end of Bunny on TV for the year. That's a real possibility.
Okay, it's loaded up. This is our last game of the night. Bunny versus TY. A fight to get to the round of 16.
Match 3, fight. Titan EX1, Bunny. Splice, TY.
Was wondering if either of them might do some kind of crazy proxy. You know, we've had so many rushes lately. I was also worried that maybe Haas would have 2 probes on this map and start cannon rushing both of them simultaneously, but that didn't happen either.
Well, Bunny is doing some sort of rush. 2 gases on 1 base, so I'm expecting him to get very aggressive.
Yep.
TY, like, I'm not surprised there wasn't a proxy just for the fact that TY was kind of the first person that figured out how to really stop with a normal build proxy 2 Rax Reaper. You know, he was the one that started just making 2 Reapers in his main base and playing defensively against that. And I think TY just wants to win really badly, so he's not going to do anything weird. I think TY is going to play so straight up here. I don't know what his composition is going to be, if he's going to go mech again or not, but
yeah.
I think he's just like, okay, let me use my strongest build. Get some Cyclones out, stay alive. Okay, the factory on the way for Bunny.
Now, TY is checking around the map.
Yeah.
Is there anything suspicious out here? Now, the real scary thing is actually happening just at the starting location here for Bunny, as he's rapidly teching up. His factory's almost done. The factory about halfway done for TY as he's trying to get that command center. And just like TY, jockey for a good position in a later game.
Hellion on the way. Should see a starport momentarily, I would say. Oh, is he just going to go for the factory into command center? See that occasionally.
Maybe not now. Okay, he is going to go for it. After he backs up, that Hellion being out would help. And he's going to try to get this SCV that's running away. There are 2 Reapers out here for Bunny, by the way.
Yeah, not just 2 Reapers. He has a Hellion right now. So this little attack, when you do this opener, normally hits before that first Cyclone. So it can get a little bit messy as a defender. But look, TY sending his SCV up the ramp. He knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, even getting an additional one down here. And the Reaper can come back and maybe kill that SCV that's making the command center. So this is kind of funny. In fact, it's going to be the rush here from TY that's going to do the damage. Look.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, sweet SCV. Get out of here.
See you in hell.
It's funny, the this opener from Bunny, where you're getting out the Hellion quickly and you have a couple Reapers, it was really popular before the Cyclone was out. Because, you know, you'd be like bouncing Hellions that are trying to come down the ramp against you and stuff. But, oh, sick micro from Bunny, actually.
Yep, but he does take out that 1 Reaper.
Yeah.
The second Reaper will escape. Or will he?
No. Maybe he will.
Yeah. Okay, good escape there. But is TY going to push further here? I mean, he has those Cyclones.
Ooh, the early Raven. Occasionally we've seen people go into like a tank bio push with an early Raven and just use interference matrix on defending siege tanks to try to knock them out. I feel like that is not actually a bad build choice, right? Because a lot of times TY will hold very technical early attacks with something like, you know, just a well-placed siege tank in his SCVs, but interference matrix definitely can make a big difference. See if he's going for that. Kind of an older build from when that ability was first added to the Raven.
This Reaper is getting annoying, man.
Yeah, it really is.
With the bunker up here, these Cyclones can't do anything, but maybe the Reaper here for TY will get inside the main. Yes, it will. Up, denied.
And he sees its bio play, he sees an additional racks being made and everything.
He did not see the Raven, though, right?
I think he saw the Raven at the front because his Cyclones were sitting outside the bunker. So I think he saw it. Pretty sure.
TY is taking another base.
But this is actually a pretty aggressive build from Bunny, I would say, right?
Hey, this is a pretty good catch, too. Look at these Reapers.
How does this thing keep getting in?
Yeah. Now, is Bunny going to be happy about this? Is he going to be smiling about this situation where he might be able to come out and try to push, try to do some damage here?
Well, he's going all in, man. Look at how many racks he's making.
Well, when you see that 3rd command center making, dude, you got to be pleased with that.
This is actually scary. Yeah, the 3rd command center, you're really right. And he's adding 2 armories right now, so like he's getting all these things that won't help right now. These are things to play a longer macro game with, right? Upgrades, 3rd base, and all this. He's getting plenty of SCVs. His actual army is like really kind of small. Interference matrix could really screw things up for him. Is this his first tank he's making? And look, Bunny's setting up like he's taking a third base.
Yeah.
Anything that comes in, you might just get hit by a tank volley, right? And be like, oh, okay, yep, he's taking his third.
Yeah, well, especially if he doesn't get a good scout in here. The Reapers are all gone, right? So,
dude, this is sneaky stuff from Bunny. I like it.
And even if he scans and sees it, that's going to be less minerals to try to help make an army to stop this push. A scan over here to get confirmation. Clearly, it's going to be Mech coming out here. Mech takes a little bit more time to really build up to where you have that big army.
Yeah.
Bunny went for infantry, which starts to develop more quickly.
And he is making a ton of units right now.
He's so good. He's going to catch that.
Oh, he's not going to catch that.
He's going to catch it,
The Hellions saw the medevac coming. You don't just keep it on the same route.
Dude, he's going to catch it. That Cyclone's got a mitten in its hand. It's going to be
no.
Right in its hand.
There's 4 or 5 mittens. Maybe they'll run into each other. Oh, that's a huge catch. That's a huge catch. Damn.
Well, that's not good for Bunny.
Like, I want TY to go far in the tournament. I think it makes the tournament better, but Bunny set up something beautiful here, and I wanted to see it work.
Yeah, well, now it's all down to this push over here, and this is a bottleneck he's going to try to push into.
He's got those... Oh, man, he throws down the armor
I'm
shredder.
going this way.
Look at it. He always has the siege tanks in the medevacs, man. He's like that person that carries the dog in the purse instead of lets it walk.
Okay, well, he's going to get the sensor tower. Is that tank in range of the CC? Yes, it is. Okay.
Okay, well, the anti-armor missile, like, he shot it off into a position where he wasn't going to attack through anyway, so I'm a little bit surprised. I almost feel like Interference Matrix would have been a good choice. I don't know. I think I'm too much of a fan of that spell, maybe.
He's going to fly into the main here. This will get it unload.
Yeah, the Viking's coming back. He's trying to punish immediately. Let's see what he gets done with this. Don't forget, there's still 5 racks behind this, so he's producing a lot of units. He does not have an economy behind it, though, only on 2 bases.
That's right. Looks like the medevac's going to go down. So will the second, I believe. There's no way to really get out of here. So this infantry setup is cleaned up. Bunny's behind in workers. He's behind in expansions. The only thing he has is a bigger army.
Oh, the interference matrix, beautifully done by TY. He saw it incoming. If you nail both those tanks right there, you can probably bust through. That's only like 5 Cyclones and a Hellion then. So that was a really good, like, counter to it.
Now the edge of the command center is a little bit exposed, but there's Liberators setting up, and he can start leapfrogging those forward. So Bunny's going to pack up and try to find another fight to take. Again, 3 base versus 2. TY is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and if Bunny can't stop him, Bunny will be out of the GSL.
Yeah, his 1-1's going to finish too. Something that started off as like, oh, this is money maybe in the wrong place, is now really going to pay off. Look at this. He finds Bunny getting ready to try to transition. And like, he's not going to be able to stop him forever if he wants to make the command center. But yeah, even scans just to make doubly sure that he's as far ahead as he thinks.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah.
Another medevac drop is ready. But these turrets are so well placed. The barracks there to spot. I don't think that TY needs to move out either. No. So even if he drops in there, so what? He's going to run up there and kill it.
He can just sit there, like you say. Look at that, adding a 3rd turret.
He's so handsome.
Jeez. It's getting more ahead. That's what I love so much about TY. When he gets ahead, he's not like, let me go kill him.
He even sees that with the floating barracks.
Oh, jeez.
Never mind. Now, Bunny's main is eventually going to mine out. He can probably lift his 3rd base.
Yeah.
And just try to expand there.
I guess so. He's got more army supply, but this setup, like, the big ace in his pocket, I felt like, was the, the Raven, and it didn't do anything for him, really. And now with the air control, this many siege tanks all spread, he's starting to get medevacs with Hellbats in him.
All TY has to do is max out.
Yeah, he's up 30 army supply right now, too.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Or rather, Bunny is, I'm sorry.
That's all he's got, and he can't break this. Okay, he's going to go for a drop.
I was like, how could that be? They're even supplies. He's also up SCVs now. Okay, well, TY just kind of sitting here waiting on 2-2.
It all comes down to this. Here we go, big drop in the main.
Drop. Oh my god, a ton of units coming out. The Hellbat's coming in to try to clean this up.
He does drop those pretty effectively. That army beginning to thin out. It's a lot of Marauders over here. We're taking a look down here. A big push over on the 3rd.
Maybe he'll be able to break through. Those Liberators, though, doing a ton of damage here. A lot of spread siege tanks as well. So many SCVs being pulled out and thus dying. Can TY hold on, though?
It's still 3 tanks remaining. The drop is basically ended. It's going to pick up and maybe try to reinforce with the rest of the army down here. Dropping on these tanks. One medevac goes down. Vikings hitting the other medevac as these units are filtered out. And it looks like this is the end of this attack.
Yeah, but it got scary for a minute there. And when you think of all the different things that Bunny did that went completely wrong this game, like losing the Raven, the first medevac doing nothing, you know, if all those things hadn't gone poorly and he had been able to get anything done early on, this attack might have killed TY.
Yeah, well, TY handled it really well.
Yeah.
The problem, though, is that Bunny's now ahead in every imaginable way. Not even imaginable, just mathematical way when you look at it. Supply Workers Army.
Yeah, he's up 3 upgrades, and that's mech against Bio.
TY has done it. And we get the results we expected. The way it went down was pretty crazy, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Bunny actually showed a lot of gumption in these TVTs. Like, the first win was nice, and that last game, he gave himself an opportunity to pick up that win, and it didn't work out for him, but I think he shouldn't be disappointed with how he played today, to be honest. I even liked his games against Trap.
I think Bunny's just got to get the better late game.
Yeah,
there is a cap to how far you're going to get in tournaments if you can only play like this.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he is a very good player, and he occasionally does well in some of these online cups and stuff, but I mean, you're not going to win a GSL with that skill set that he has right now. He needs to go home and kind of reform like
두
Gumiho.
번째 진출자 전태양 선수 만나보겠습니다.
Our
축하드립니다.
second player to
감사합니다.
advance is TY.
네, 와,
Congratulations.
오늘
Thanks.
마지막 최종전 승리로 올해 오프라인 테란전 승률 14승 1패가 됐습니다. 먼저 테란전 정말 잘하시는데 어쩜 그렇게 침착할 수 있죠?
사실 근데
So you have 14
테란전이
wins and 1 loss.
세트전이 좀
How come you're so calm
운적인
and put
요소가 많이
together in your
필요를 한데
TDT?
올 한 해 좀 운적인 요소가 많이
I think I need a little bit of luck,
따라주는
to
것
be
같아요.
honest.
그래가지고 이렇게 성적이 좋게 나온다고 생각을 하고
I think I've been
있습니다.
lucky overall whenever I face Terrence, and maybe that's
상대를
why.
이렇게 침착하게
Okay, he's going to the
반감하게
casino with us,
잡는
Artosis.
그 모습이
Explain
기억이
that.
납니다. 또 인상적인 장면이 이 세트에서 굉장히
So,
부유한
your opponent
메카닉을
tried to go through your
하셨어요.
base.
이분을 90키까지.
But you just kept very composed there
그렇게
and kept
잘
it together.
먹어야 메카닉이 질 수가 없구나 이런 걸 느꼈는데 원래 그런 스타일
I
메카닉을
noticed you were
선호하시는
really making a
건가요?
ton of SCVs in that game.
아니 원래 좀 자제하려고
네.
You're going for mech style.
좀
It's a little bit
노력을
different
많이
than Terrence.
하는데 오늘따라 좀 식욕이 많이
Yeah, I try not
네.
do it actually.
돋궈지더라고요. 그래가지고 미네랄을
Somehow
좀
today, though.
많이 캐려고 많이 뽑은 것 같은데 좀 너무 과했던 면이 없지 않아 있는 것 같아요.
I just
네,
wanted to get more minerals, I guess.
정말 잘 먹는
So I think I
메카닉
almost
나중에 가서
overproduced. I
정말
should have done
질
that.
수가 없더라고요. 잘 봤습니다. 그런데 오늘 전체적으로 승자전 첫 경기
Overall today.
전체적으로 봤을 때는 조금 경기력에 업앤다운이 있었던 것 같아요.
Your winner's match on the first map.
그러신가요?
There were
사실
some ups and
어제
downs. Can you tell us about
동생이
that?
싸운 치킨을 먹고 나서 좀 다음날 속이 굉장히 안 좋더라고요. 그래가지고
네.
약간 장염 비슷한 그런 증상이 있어서
네.
Yesterday,
굉장히 힘들겠다
my brother brought a
싶었어요.
chicken.
What?
And after
이렇게
that, I was feeling really well.
전 첫
Maybe
경기 졌을
barbecue chicken?
때까지만 해도
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he has a
떨어지겠다는
farm? I don't
생각이 들었는데 이렇게 올라갈 때서
After I
너무
lost the winner's match,
다행이고
though,
네.
이제
I didn't have very many good feelings. I was really stressed out. I thought I might not be able to make
될
it.
거라는 생각이 좀 안도감이
So I feel very blessed I
네.
managed to make it.
오늘 화장실 자주
I'm still hoping to make it to
가시던데
BlizzCon.
다행인 것 같습니다. 블리즈컨 이야기를 하셨어요. 지난 시즌에 아쉽게 결승에 못 갔거든요. 그 이후로 지금까지 계속해서 연습은 잘 되고 계셨어요?
항상
So how was your
열심히
preparation,
했는데 작년
to make it to
그
BlizzCon?
블리즈컨이 굉장히
Well,
좀
as usual, I'm always
충격적이어가지고
practicing very hard.
당하는 바람에 그래서
I was pretty shocked actually that I wasn't able to make it
블리즈컨 결승도 갈 수 있도록 열심히
before.
준비하겠습니다.
네, 올해는 반드시 블리즈컨을
I got
가겠다
reverse
말씀해
swept.
주셨는데요. 마지막으로 늦게까지 응원해 주신
Basically saying he
팬들께
really wants
한마디
to make it
해주시죠.
until later rounds. Any words to your
이제
fans, TY?
거의 10시가 돼가는 걸로 알고 있는데 이 늦은 시간까지 이렇게 많이 지켜봐 주셔서 너무
So
감사하고요.
a lot of you guys have been supporting me for almost 10 years, I
다행인
think.
것 같고
I really am grateful every time you guys come down.
네, 다시
And I hope I'm
한번
going to do great for you guys in the round of 16.
축하드립니다.
감사합니다.
Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to make it.
네, 이렇게
Congratulations
오늘
again.
마지막
Thank you.
16강 진출자 전태양 선수를 만나봤는데요. F조 경기 최종 정리 확인해 보겠습니다.
Well, let's take a look at the match results now. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's the players we thought we were going to advance, but I did not think Trap was going to beat TY like that. And frankly, I am really pleased that we had a close series with TY versus Bunny.
Well, I'm interested in that build order trap you used a couple times. Looked really cool. Yeah, Bunny RagnaroK I thought was a good series, and Bunny TY. Some of it was one-sided, but some of it was really good too.
Uh-oh.
Well.
Is that a bald eagle I hear cawing? Oh, sorry, my bald eagle. Caw! America.
Do you know what you call a group of bald eagles?
What?
A neeb.
That makes sense.
A neeb of bald eagles.
A neeb is coming
will
in.
descend upon the Africa TV studio as Neeb crushes through his group. Dark stands no chance. Lucira stands no chance. Alive stands no chance.
Liking it. Caw, my friend. So,
this is going to be sick.
That's going to be fun. That's going to be on Saturday. We are doing the KSL tomorrow.
Opening day.
Friday. So, that's StarCraft 1. It's on the Twitch StarCraft channel, so definitely be there. And, we're almost wrapping up the round of 32. Just 2 more days of that.
Indeed. And actually, the Pylon show tomorrow morning with myself and In Control.
Be there.
So definitely check that out. Just non-stop StarCraft all the time. All day, every day.
StarCraft all day, StarCraft all night. Know what I'm saying? StarCraft and chill.
Yeah. There's no chill in me, Tasteless.
No.
No time for that. This will be a fun group. Neeb's first GSL Code S. By the way, GSL versus the world. These are the final participants.
Yeah.
As you can see, the votes that got through. The wildcard Sue, he got the most votes overall, so he gets it. Remember last year, SOS got that, if I recall. And then over on the Team World side, looks like Haas beat out Mana at the end of the day. Kelliger over, I think Thermal probably got second there, and Scarlet possibly over Snoot.
Will Korea lose? I hope so.
It's a real possibility, man. With Haas leading the charge. I mean, Cyril's pretty good too, so that'll be nice. I just want to see a Cyril Maru match. I think everyone does. I think that's like what the universe is waiting for. So
that's what this entire universe has been building up to, is for that match.
If they played the finals and it went to 7 games, it would break the internet.
Oh my god, it'd be so good.
That would be crazy. But there's so many potentially awesome matches there as well. Damn, that is such a solid lineup.
It really is. We're all so lucky.
Yeah, we are.
So much good StarCraft going on right now. Let's look at it again. It's so good. Okay, we can come back to us. Wow.
Yes. Okay. I don't know. I'm happy. It's been a pretty good night. I thought that this was one of the more one-sided groups, and
I think it was supposed to be.
It was okay, though. It was a good group.
The games are still good.
Yeah. It's not the best night of GSL, but it's by no means the worst night.
No.
And KSL next 2 days, Pylon show tomorrow morning, GSL all over the weekend, where we finish up both the groups, not just Neeb's group, but Specials group after that, which has 3 of the top 4 from BlizzCon. That's a pretty sick group.
Crazy. Join us for KSL tomorrow, and we'll see you this whole weekend. Same time. We normally have on the weekends, 1 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, to wrap up the round of 32. We love you. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are.
They say I'm gonna lose my mind. Spend all day long the same old song. Beat my demons down by the crossroads. I get faded, and I don't give a if you call me a rebel. There's a place at the end of the
GSL Season 3 Rock Shear.